All right, guys, welcome to the show. Today I got a bunch of stuff for you. We're not going to be as heavy on Israel and Palestine as we were the past multiple shows, but we're still going to have some stuff on that issue. Instead, we have Trump giving us awesome and I would say classic gaffes, but this one's not classic. This one is new, if I don't say so myself. So we'll talk about that. We also have Ron DeSantis declaring that all Palestinians are anti-Semitic. We have a whole bunch of former Trump supporters and auto workers who are now waking up to the fact that he's a fake populist and he doesn't want to do anything to help them at all. And we have Mike Pence gets trolled to perfection in, I believe it's New Hampshire, and Megyn Kelly and Candace Owens viciously go at it. So everybody do me a big favor. Please click like and subscribe. We're trying to continue to grow the channel. It doesn't cost you anything to subscribe, and it also helps the channel tremendously in the algorithm. So I'd appreciate it very much. And without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into it. All right, so Trump was wrestling with his own teleprompter the other day, and he gave us a glorious moment when talking about other Republicans. Watch this.
That are losing by 57 to 70 points are getting together. Rhino Paul Ryan, Mitt the Loser Romney, Bill No Guts or No Talent Barr, and some broken political investors that will soon come to me, as most others already have. These failed candidates should have started by campaigning effectively, which they didn't because they really don't have the skill or the talent to do so. Romney, who today couldn't get elected dog catcher in the great state of Utah, should have beaten an absolutely failed first-term Obama. Should have beaten him very easily. If he and Rhino Paul fought as hard against Obama as they do against President Donald J. Trump, they would never have lost. They would have beaten Obama.
I love how petty he is, that like everything comes down to his personal beefs and gripes. And people who disagree with him like 3%, he's just like, unleash the hounds. We're going to war.
Republicans eat their young. They really do. They eat their young. Terrible statement. Never have lost. They would have beaten Obama. But remember, Republicans eat their young. They really do. They eat their young. Terrible statement, but it's true. And that's the problem with so many in our party.
What he was trying to say was Republicans eat their own, but he was wrestling his teleprompter and having a brain fart at the same time. And so he came up with eat their young, which is more like something you'd see in a National Geographic documentary on bears or lions or something. Like, was he watching National Geographic like the night before or something? That's all I take away from that.
They just don't have the loyalty and the strength to stick together. They go after people who are on their side rather than the radical left Democrats that are destroying our country.
That's what he does. He goes after Republicans all the time anyway.
Losers, and the Republican nation must stop following their failed ideas and policies.
All right, so look, the eat their young thing is being picked up in like lefty Twitter and liberal Twitter. I don't see much of it on like in mainstream media, and it just got me thinking like, well, what the hell, man? If Biden said the same thing, there would be coverage of it. If Biden said, the Democrats always have, they eat their young. They eat their young. He said it twice, too. Trump did. If Biden said that, it would be news. But Trump says it, and it's just, look, the fact of the matter is, he sort of gets to gloss over his cognitive failures because he's more charismatic and he's more loud and obnoxious, Trump is. And I think people, like, because that's the case, it's just not as big of a deal when he says something that's evidence of a moment of mental decline. You know what I mean? Whereas Biden, he really does seem like he just woke up for a nap 24/7, and that's used against him because it looks like he's sleepy. It looks like he's, not with it enough to do the job, whereas Trump is charismatic and probably hopped up on Adderall and he's bouncing off the walls, and so he says it, and it's just a day. It's in and out of the media. But you know what? Reminds me of some of his greatest hits. Watch this.
I've said that if Ivanka weren't my daughter, perhaps I'd be dating her. You know?
Stop it. Oh, it's so weird.
I went to an Ivy League school. I'm very highly educated. I know words. I have the best words.
We now have a gun on every table. We're ready to start shooting. June of 1775, the Continental Congress created a unified army. Our army manned the air. It ran the ramparts. It took over the airports.
The kidney has a very...
In 1776, they took over the airports. Oh, my God. I love it. It's too funny. The thing that's messed up is it's hard to even be mad and outraged sometimes because he's such a goofball and he's so funny.
Special place in the heart. It's an incredible thing. You know what uranium is, right? It's a thing called nuclear.
And the ramparts. It took over the airports.
The kidney has a very special place in the heart. It's an incredible thing. You know what uranium is?
The kidney has a very special place in the heart. If you really think about it, many people are saying this, the elbow has a very special place in the anus.
It's a thing called nuclear weapons and other things. Like lots of things are done with uranium, including some bad things.
And then I see the disinfectant where it knocks it out in a minute, 1 minute. And is there a way we can do something like that by injection inside or almost a cleaning?
I forgot about when he was trying to get like scientific and medical on the issue of COVID in a press conference. It's like, what if we got in there? What if we did like a cleaning? What if we did like a cleaning? What if we had like the ultraviolet light knocks it out and knocks it out real quick? What if we got the ultraviolet light inside the body? Oh my God, it was great.
I don't care how sick you are. I don't care if you just came back from the doctor and he gave you the worst possible prognosis, meaning it's over. Hang out till November 8th. Get out and vote.
He was talking to terminally ill voters. He's like, I don't care if you're going to die. You better stay alive to vote for me.
He's a war hero.
5.5 years.
He's a war hero because he was captured. I like people that weren't captured, okay?
I could stand in the middle.
That let's keep it real. That one did not hurt him. Remember, he was talking about John McCain, and everybody in the media was outraged, and everybody else was just like,
And shoot somebody, and I wouldn't lose any voters, okay?
True.
It's like incredible.
True.
Enrique? It's a big thing. A lot of people waiting.
Introducing President Kenya.
Hello?
Okay. Thank you, fellas.
For all peoples. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
I like him a lot.
Thank you, everybody. Mr. President, you need to sign.
He just walked in and shook everybody's hand and started walking out, and they're like, you got to sign the executive order, bro.
I'm only signing it because it costs nothing.
It's too good. For everybody just listening to this podcast style, he's now walking. He's with the queen, which is the most awkward thing I've ever seen, and he's about to like meander in front of her, even though you're not supposed to walk in front of her. He's so awkward, it's great.
How are you?
He gets out of the car and shakes Obama's hand. This is when he was sworn. He got sworn in this day.
How are you?
Wall, the barrier, whatever you want to call it, it's okay with me. They can name it whatever they can name it. Peaches.
I hope they now go and take a look at the oranges of the investigation, the beginnings of that investigation.
He can't. I don't know why he can't say origins.
The Mueller report, I wish, covered the oranges, how it started.
In the failing New York Times by an anonymous, really an anonymous
I can't say anonymous. I love it.
coward. You just look. This is the very definition of totalitarianism.
Totalitarianism. I don't even remember a bunch of these. Oh my God. Oh man. Look, it doesn't like, and I wonder if it's the same thing for the Biden gaffes. I'm curious what you guys think, but like the Trump gaffes, it just makes you laugh, right? It just makes you like enjoy it. I mean, obviously, I also think he shouldn't be anywhere near the White House. That goes without saying, but it's just funny. And with Biden, do you get that same vibe? It's just funny. I don't know. For Biden, it seems like it's all tied to him being an old man. With Trump, it's tied to him being an idiot. But like with Biden, does he give you the same like, there goes Uncle Joe again, like accidentally pissing on the carpet? Like I don't know. I'm curious what you guys think of that.
Shelter, criminal. Look, wait.
They sacrifice every day for the furniture, future,
of their children.
And let me begin by wishing
Sacrifice for the furniture and future of your children.
you a beautiful, look, you remember this? Do you remember? You came from wherever you came from.
You've really put a big investment in our country. We appreciate it very much, Tim Apple. Mike Bolton, as you know, is in Russia.
Mike Pound.
Justice Anthony, you know who I'm talking about.
Dickinson, Hologic, and Cepha Hyde.
Rethink old assumptions and open our hearts and minds to possible and possibilities.
Based on the core principles of fairness and reciprocity.
What?
Is that like his dentures falling out or something?
No, it's okay.
And God bless the United States.
But maybe
It had to be his dentures falling out, right?
don't like my smile. Maybe they don't like my hair, which is real, by the way. Look at that sucker.
El hombre del peliquin. In other words, the man of the toupee. This is on the front page of the New York Times. I don't wear a toupee. It's my hair. I swear.
These ones are fun. These ones are fun. I enjoy them. But let's not forget he's also a psycho and a war criminal and a terrible president. Hey, y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop. And watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.